this is happening. Like, this is real.
Hi guys, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing the long-awaited first trimester recap because I am currently, just today I turned 19 weeks. So it's definitely a video that we've been prolonging.
Yeah, definitely. I think I know that we've been wanting to do this first trimester recap for a while. So we're going to just go ahead and just jump right into it. The first thing that we want to cover is fatigue and how once she did get pregnant, how much she's wanted to sleep before versus after being pregnant and how it's affected her body and her hormones with that. We really saw a big change on waking up later in the mornings, falling asleep a little bit earlier in the night times, wanting to
way earlier.
I
was falling asleep at like, what was it, 8 p.m.?
Yeah,
sometimes 7?
7:30, not 7. So about 7:30 to 8. We were starting to get in bed around those times because the fatigue was really hitting her. And then also taking naps in the middle of the day. That was a big thing. Coming home, laying down in bed and just knocking out for a good hour or so. So that's fatigue really hit her hard, huh?
Yeah.
What's the next topic?
Well, I mean, okay, so something interesting that I did read was that during the first trimester, a woman's body is working just as hard as someone who's in the gym working out. So when a woman is actually sleeping, her body is working just as hard as someone who's in the gym working out. Why are you laughing at me?
It's just funny the way, because she's been pushing that so much. So.
Well, yeah, a woman, your body is building a placenta.
Yeah.
And it's forming everything that will help form that baby.
Right.
So.
It is pretty crazy when you think about it. It really is. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's where the fatigue is coming from. But the next topic would be.
Oh. Hunger.
So the next topic would be hunger.
Yeah. I would wake up at about like just random times throughout the night. It would be like 3 a.m. and I would wake up super hungry. I'd have what was it that I was eating? I first started eating. I think it was like cuties. I would just I would be half asleep peeling them and then just like feeding myself.
Someone gave her an extremely good tip to peel the cuties before she went to bed and put them in a plastic bag. It saved her time in the middle of the night. So we ended up doing that little tip
a few times.
A couple times, yeah. Anyway, what else were you eating? I ate some crackers.
Pretzels.
Mm-hmm. Pop-Tarts.
Grapes. So I was just waking up random times throughout the night and eating. And it was not like there's different stages to hunger, and I think whenever I would wake up it would just be like starving, like
yeah,
I need to eat now.
Yeah, I would just roll over or wake up in the middle of the night hearing her crunch on something. What else happened in the recap?
What do you have to say about my mood?
Oh my gosh. Her mood. Huge mood swings, like crazy mood swings. At the beginning it's like...
But you got some mood swings yourself.
I antagonize a lot, and I'm also a very short-fused person just in general. So when she gets short-fused, like she has been for the first full trimester, we kind of butt heads. We were butting heads a lot through the first trimester. We were butting heads a lot through the first trimester because I was getting frustrated because she would get frustrated about something that I was getting frustrated about, and we would just fight. And it was like not a fighting where we're screaming and yelling at each other, but like I would say something, she would say something, or she would say something, I would say something, and we would just kind of butt heads, and it would be like 0 to 100 real quick. Like there's no in between, just automatically frustrated, one sentence, and that was it. I mean, I'm personally just normally like that, but for her, she's always been super patient, and so when we you are, yeah, I think you're pretty patient. But once you got pregnant, you're, oh man, just been like.
But
I mean, one small thing, I'll say one small thing, and all of a sudden it's this huge deal.
But that was just during the first trimester.
Yeah, now it's calmed down quite a bit, now that we're out of the first trimester.
But that'll be for the second trimester recap.
Right.
Yeah.
But the hormone levels, we'll just leave it at that. They get crazy, and she gets even crazier.
Anyways. Vomiting and nausea. So I was actually one of the few cases to get really, really lucky. I did get nausea pretty much. Was I getting it like pretty much every day?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, small things would kind of gross you out, and but I think your nausea was just more like, kind of, it was like a morning sickness nausea. Nothing really turned that nausea on.
Yeah, by noon the nausea would be gone. But I did throw up. It was only, I counted. Total of 5 times is what I threw up.
Right.
During the entire first trimester. So that was nice.
Yeah. Weight gain. I mean, I know, like, they always say that in a lot of pregnancies, a lot of women lose weight during the first trimester.
You either lose, or I think you just maintain the same amount. Right.
Where were you at? I mean, I know, but let's tell them. Not the actual number. We don't have to be... That's too much information, guys.
I don't remember the exact number. I don't care about sharing my weight.
Because, you marked it down every time we went to the hospital.
Did I start...
You started and ended at the same number. Do you want me to tell you what the number is?
Oh, was it 125?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 125. She started and ended. She fluctuated. She never really went above 125. She got down to like 119, and then she worked her way back up to 125 or so.
I had it on my phone somewhere, but whatever. Should I check?
No, it's not that important, I don't think. But anyway, basically she was...
I started at 125, and then I think I lost a few pounds probably during those weeks that I did vomit, and then towards the end I went back to my original weight, which was 125. Right. So didn't gain anything.
Yeah. I mean, she was also eating a lot of like fruits and vegetables, and she was eating really light just because the nausea was really getting to her, not so much the throwing up. She never really got to the point where she wanted to throw up from food. The throw up usually came, like, she would never reject food because of like her nausea really either. She would just kind of eat, and then afterwards her nausea would kind of work up, and then she would throw it up, which is a little bit different because the nausea wouldn't kick in until after she really ate, which I don't know, it was a little bit of a different experience than what you commonly see like when other people are pregnant.
Well, I don't know what you commonly see. These symptoms are based on my experience.
Okay, you're gonna cut that part out, right?
Why?
I don't know, because that was a little weird. Anyway, what else was the...
I think those were like the main
things, yeah.
symptoms, the main physical symptoms.
Yeah, we'll talk about our baby bump too. We don't have to.
Well, yeah, I'll show my baby bump.
For this video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot to mention that in the intro.
No big deal. Right, so we'll give you guys a look at the baby bump. We are progressing. We're at 19 weeks?
19 weeks, yes.
19 weeks, which is good. She's felt the baby move. I have not. She's still too small. She doesn't have the bone structure for it just yet. But
anyways, what I was saying, those symptoms were more of the physical symptoms that normally everyone talks about. But the one, I wouldn't call it a symptom. Something else that I think is even bigger than the whole physical symptoms that people rarely talk about is that regardless of whether it's a planned pregnancy or not, learning that you're pregnant or just, finding out that you're pregnant, it causes a shift in just your overall life. It makes you, change your priorities and really look at things differently. So I think most of first trimester, at least for myself, yes, I was feeling those physical symptoms, but at the same time, it's not necessarily wrapping my head around the fact, well, yes, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes, wrapping your head around the fact that you're pregnant, because although I did see it as a blessing from the start, and it's something that I did want for a while, for us, it still was something that was shocking, because until you actually see that positive on the pregnancy test, it's something that's just an idea. It's something that you kind of plan for in the future, but when you're actually going through it, it's something that, I don't know.
It almost feels unreal.
Yeah, it's like you're living through someone else's.
Right. It almost kind of feels like a dream. I think like looking at her stomach or feeling her stomach and knowing like, holy crap, like my child's in there. But it's like, I mean, for guys, I feel like it's a little bit different because there's no real big change for us. Like we just kind of go about our days. But for the women, it obviously affects them dramatically. So for me, it's consistently felt like a dream. Like it almost doesn't feel real, but I know that it's real. So I don't know, it's a really weird feeling that I'm sure most of you guys know exactly what we're talking about, but it's crazy. It really is something that you really have to, like she said, wrap your head around. Like it takes a while to register that this is happening. Like this is real.
So I definitely believe that registering the fact that you and your partner are expecting is one of the biggest changes that you will go through throughout your first trimester. You can be feeling, the nausea, the vomiting, the fatigue, the hunger, all of that. But I think the most important symptom, or I call it a symptom, but that you have to face and just, I don't know,
come to terms with is the fact that you are bringing a life into this world, and it's not just about you anymore, and that your priorities are changing, like I said. So yeah. I mean, you really don't notice how much it does until you're
the baby's
there.
out.
Yeah, but
well, I mean, like you said, for men it's different, because for me as a woman,
you feel every step.
Yeah, and I get to be with her.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah. I get you. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. That's everything that's really taken place since the first trimester. Thank you guys for everyone who stuck with us. We did mention her multiple times. Any spoilers, if you haven't seen our last video, we'll link it in the description below. So you guys can go check it out. I think it was a really great video. It was really awesome. But anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for being with us today. Give this video a like if you like what you saw. Comment down below what else you guys like to see. And as always, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.